Oh, I tell you what, we have an absolutely perfect Midwestern afternoon for football. And EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Dancing to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Morgan. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Morgan. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Here's Morgan to throw. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Throwing now is Morgan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
11 empty.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. By 28. Push him back. Push him back.
11.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
It's going to go to 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Morgan looks to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Play front. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check it out.
Now Burrow on first down. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
12, 12, 12.
And Burrow going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
11 MT, 11 MT.
28, Mike, he's coming, check in. You can't block me, you can't block me, you can't block me. He's coming, double up.
11 MT, 11 MT. They're hot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
11, 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Ready? Raise up.
Mike 55,
Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing again on second down. Morgan. They'll check this down to McFarland. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Set to throw is Morgan. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Morgan. Flush to his right. Short little throw to Ebron. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Passberg, there's another first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw again on second down. Morgan. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Morgan. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now Morgan. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with McFarland, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break.
11 MT, tight.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 37.
Now, that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Morgan. Claypool with another catch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Morgan escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. First down, Morgan with it. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Morgan sets up to throw on first down.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing now is Morgan. He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Finding Green complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On second down, here's Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
There you go. There you go.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He's to the 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Morgan to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
12, 12, 12.
He's coming, check in. Watch the pass.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here you go. 11, 11, 11.
Check 3. You've been here before.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 8-yard line.
Right, 55.
Another try for Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
11 empty, 11 empty.
He's coming, check in.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone. Morgan trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you know.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And the Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Set to throw is Morgan. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. And some space here. And they work this out past the 25.
65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing one out for Boyd. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Check 52.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. Go.
On second down now, Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was